Hello, Degens! Welcome to Degenerate Takes Golf Update. I, of course, am the brofict one, AJ. And it really seems that it's starting to get tit for tat and petty in the golf world when it comes to LIV and PGA players, as TPC Sawgrass is starting to take a stand. And of course, it has to do with our boy, Cam Smith, who obviously joined LIV Golf last week when teeing off on the Boston Invitational. And here's what happened after that tee-off. Cam Smith stripped of TPC Sawgrass privileges after signing with LIV Golf. Now, he won. He won in Sawgrass. Can't take that away from him. But what they can take away from him is the champion's parking spot that says reserved for champion Cam Smith. That is now removed and is replaced with a sign that says for PGA Tour members only. Not only that, but a replica bag with his clubs, any pictures, everything. Everything that could have show that Cam Smith not only played there but won there is absolutely taken away. Sounds like you're trying to rewrite the history books there, but we'll get into that in a minute. The real effed up thing about all of this we'll get to in a minute as well. Why would they do this? I get it. Making a stand against LIV, you gotta do what you gotta do. I think they've done enough already, not letting these boys play in the tournaments, making their life a living hell on social media and everything else in between. I mean, at the end of the day, let's remember, they are golfers. They are golfers, ladies and gentlemen. Not NBA players, not anything like this. You know, they weren't making that much on the tour. Cam Smith was, but that's because he was winning all the time. He decided to go for the easier paycheck. Whatever. But to completely and utterly erase this man from your history is completely and utterly despicable. That is such a childish and just embarrassing move by TPC Sawgrass. I really can't understand where they get off taking away all of his stuff. I get it. He did the PGA Tour dirty and everything. Fine. Don't give him the parking spot. If they would have just stopped at the parking spot, I don't think this would be a big story. But the fact that they then took out everything from his championship-winning bag, replica bag, with his clubs, to pictures of him winning there and everything. I mean, come on. Are we really trying to rewrite history here? He was still played on the tour. He was still a tour member when all of this happened. Just absolutely childish and ridiculous. And it's another it's another example of the PGA playing the petty games here. That's why they're still lobbying on Capitol Hill. That's why they're doing whatever they can to keep these guys out of tournaments. That's why they're lobbying to make sure they don't get golf rankings. They're doing everything in their power to ostracize these golfers and make them feel like less than what they are. When in reality, PGA is the one undervaluing these players. Whatever Cam Smith signed for, I don't know what he was signed for, he was worth every single dollar to LIV. He was. And I think that's where everything kind of starts to get a little murky. Yes, the PGA is making changes to up the purse, to make sure players get guaranteed money. All of this, it's very good. I'm not going to dock the PGA for that. But what these golfers got when going to LIV was safety. I know, ironic. They got safety. They know how much they're making. They know how much is in their bank account, and they don't have to play week to week wondering, well, shit, I wonder if I can go do this. I don't know. Let me see how I play this fucking weekend. Let me grind out a full season of PGA and maybe make $100,000. Let me grind out the whole season, maybe make a cut. I mean, the pay scale in the PGA, and I get it. I love it. I think that's one of the great things about PGA is the pay structure and everything. It makes it much more competitive and makes the golfers try. But golfers and people need security at some point, especially now. And so that's what LIV is giving these people is security. And so I get where the PGA is coming from. I'm not saying you need to invite them back. Do what you want. It is your tour. But to try to rewrite history or to try to erase history is not only un-American, but is absolute bullshit. And you want to talk about how petty this is? Here's the worst part of the whole thing. Cam Smith lives 10 minutes away from Sawgrass. Yeah, he lives 10 minutes away from TPC Sawgrass and was a regular there. It was his home course. He loved playing there. But now he can't. Or he can. I guess if he's still a member, private club or anything, but they could always, whatever. I'm not going to get into all that. But just continued childish moves from the PGA towards the LIV and their golfers. Completely unacceptable. Completely. PGA, shame on you. Shame on you for this one. I get it. He's a part of LIV. He has nothing to do with this, but be ashamed of what TPC did this weekend. Be ashamed, because that is awful that they would take away all of that stuff to try to make him feel bad for securing his family's financial future. I'm over it. I'm over it. And let me tell you, and at least it's not Rory doing this saying, yeah, that's right, they don't deserve it. He probably will. And that's up to Rory. Rory, if he wants to keep swinging down, he can keep swinging down. All I know is it's starting to get childish. It's starting to get childish and petty. Fine, you don't want to play with us, then I'm taking away all your stuff. You're not my friend anymore. Whatever, dude. Get over it. He went to play golf for a lot more money. Get over it. At least Rory didn't leave. At least Scheffler didn't leave. You guys still got incredible golfers. Mind your own business. Unbelievable. With that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching. What do you think of this whole situation? Do you think Cam Smith should have his TPC Sawgrass stuff? Leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to take a look and see. And yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. We will, of course, continue to follow all LIV Golf stories. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel to get up to date on all things LIV Golf and PGA. And, of course, hit the link tree down below in the description. Follow us on all the socials and and check out our merch. Buy a dope shirt like this. Help support the channel. We'd greatly appreciate it. With that being said, I've been the Brofect One AJ, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.